And we're going to finish off now and I'll introduce to the people at home our final act. I had a word with them and I said, you know, how come you're here and what do you do and all that and where did you meet? So the three girls have known each other since they were teenagers and they met at the Birmingham music service, loved playing music, they went off, did their own things, went to university, all that. They came back to Birmingham and then they've sort of got together with these two fellas who are playing bass guitar and other guitars. And what they said was it has sort of reignited their absolute love and passion for folk music. I heard them in the sound check. We're all in for the most wonderful treat. Enjoy it here at St. Anne's and in your own home. The wonderful Mistakings. Thank you so much.
I've been walked by the rain, driven by the snow. I'm drunk and dirty and don't you know that I'm still willing. Out on the road, late last night, see my pretty Alice in every headlight. Alice, Dallas, Alice. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatchapee to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads so I wouldn't get wet. And if you give me weed, whites and wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. I've been kicked by the wind, robbed by the sleet, had my head stove in, and I'm still on my feet, and I'm still willing. Smuggled some smoke, some folks from Mexico, baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico. And I'm still, and I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatchapee to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back roads so I wouldn't get wet. And if you give me weed, whites and wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. If you give me weed, whites and wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for putting up with us, setting up our many, many instruments. You've been very patient and we appreciate it. So we're going to do an unaccompanied one, slightly inspired by the band playing before us. Some gorgeous shanties. So we're going to do something that's shanty-like. It's a hymn tune, so if you know the hymn To Be a Pilgrim, you'll recognise this, but with some kind of nautical words to it. So, in a short second, no hurry, Ferg. If Ferg's going to give us a C. Our captain cried, all hands on the way tomorrow, leaving the girls behind with grief and sorrow. Why do you go abroad fighting for strangers, when you could stop at home free from all dangers?
courted me a while just to deceive me. Now my heart you have gained, you mean to leave me. Say there's no belief in man, not my own brother. So girls, if you can love, love one another. When but I had gold in store, you did invite me. Now that I am low and poor, you seek to spite me. Dry up your briny tears and leave off weeping, for happy we shall be at our next meeting. Fare thee well, my dearest friends, father and mother. I am your only child, I have no brother. 'Tis vain to weep for me, for I am going to everlasting joys with fountains flowing.
Thank you, everyone. I know we've said it already, but we really have completely enjoyed this evening. We haven't played live music for so long, and we've really missed it. And thanks, and the kids, you were wonderful. Sorry, I personally wanted to say that. You're just so great. So this next one was written quite recently in our sort of hiatus of our band getting back together after our hiatus of our band. So it was written in, well, I'm going on a bit. So me, Ferg and Nick here, I've got to know these guys we've been studying medicine together over these past 3 years, which is a really interesting time to be training to be a doctor, because we've basically been locked in hospitals trying to get our training and not being able to leave because of COVID. And I was sitting in our hospital accommodation in Basingstoke Hospital, which is potentially the least inspiring place ever. And I was thinking of all the beautiful places I've been to that weren't Basingstoke. And one of my favourite places is Lincolnshire, which is where my family are from. And in a sudden sort of burst of inspiration after a decade of not writing any music, I thought I'd write about the fens of Lincolnshire, which I remember very fondly. So this is called Ode to the Fen.
Dusk in the fenland, waterways clear the landscape, o'er the lush sky bound, azimuth far beyond us. Shade from the kind-looking willow tree, stand by the side of the delph and look out, furlongs of reed swaying diligently, resident lapwing patrolling the ground. By ferry or footbridge, waypoint for chalky footfall, time-trodden towpath, meadow sweet agrimonia, shade from the kind-looking willow tree, stand by the side of the delph and look out, furlongs of reed swaying diligently, resident lapwing patrolling the ground. Gargany dabbling, near pools like calm among bramble and sage, furrow and ridges, turning the soil each season. Shade from the kind-looking willow tree, stand by the side of the delph and look out, furlongs of reed swaying diligently, resident lapwing controlling the ground. That has bore us alongside each wing and leaf and root. We will declare you treasured and beat bound underfoot. Shade from the kind-looking willow tree, stand by the side of the delph and look out. Third arms of reed swing diligently, resident lapwing patrolling the ground. Shade from the kind-looking willow tree, stand by the side of the delph and look out. Third arms of reed swing diligently, resident lapwing patrolling the ground.
So we're going to get slightly more serious for a second, if you'll allow me to talk to you about something that's quite close to my heart. I lost someone that I really loved in 2020, and I lost them to a really horrible illness called BPD, which is borderline personality disorder, sometimes called EUPD, emotionally unstable personality disorder. And I wrote this song about her. I want to invite you after this song or during this song, if you like it. A fund has been set up in memory of my loved one. It's called the Ella Rose Fund. So if you Google the Ella Rose Fund and you fancy donating any money, that would be absolutely amazing. It supports young people who are suffering with BPD. So this is Ella's song.
The last time we met, you dared me to duck my head under the waves. And I paused, and I know you could see in my eyes the thought made me feel afraid. But I took a deep breath, and in my own time I did it anyway. And the salt in my hair and the ache in my skull crowned me the belle of the brave. And the moon is diluted by the waves upon the sea. There, but for the grace of God, I'll fly wild and free. And the stars will hold me close, and the singing on the breeze will sound to me a lullaby as I'm rocked in the arms of the sea.
For the people I held dearest to my heart, I turned plants into wonderful food. And in each and every wandering soul I searched for the essence of good. You wished I'd extend the same love and care to myself as I should. But with my beautiful, rough and attentive hands, I held you as long as I could. And the moon is diluted by the waves upon the sea. There, but for the grace of God, I'll fly wild and free. And the stars will hold me close, and the singing on the breeze will sound to me a lullaby as I'm rocked in the arms of the sea. Through uncharted waters we rocked and we rolled, my heart a tempestuous force. In the best way we can, we will weather the storm, but my storm's so much harsher than yours. On the headland I see all you beacons of light, but my soul's too far out to be saved. For as much as you'd love to hold on to the sea, you cannot hold back the waves. And the moon is diluted by the waves upon the sea. There, but for the grace of God, I'll fly wild and free. And the stars will hold me close, and the singing on the breeze will sound to me a lullaby as I'm rocked in the arms of the sea. This was my state of grace, a dog and a beach and an upturned face, a cause in my heart and a rainbow above, and a shoreline to scour with hope and with love. And the moon is diluted by the waves upon the sea. There, but for the grace of God, I'll fly wild and free. And the stars will hold me close, and the singing on the breeze will sound to me a lullaby as I'm rocked in the arms of the sea. And the moon is diluted by the waves upon the sea. There, but for the grace of God, I'll fly wild and free. And the stars will hold me close, and the singing on the breeze will sound to me a lullaby as I'm rocked in the arms of the sea. We've got another original coming your way now, something a lot more bouncy. So have a dance if you like.
This is an early Catherine, a vintage Catherine.
I think this is one of those ones you write when you're a teenager full of rage or were questioning who you are, and this is what happened. You write songs like this.
I remember Catherine playing this to me on her USB MP3 player in my living room when we were teenagers.
Yeah, but it's still going strong, I hope. And we really appreciated meeting these two to add in a bit of spice to it. So thanks, lads. Here's where to keep it underneath your bed. Forget it's there tomorrow, but you'll breathe it in instead.
Breathe it in while streaming into lungs and heart and head. You've heard the voices beckoning, but you've ignored what they have said. I'm the girl, I'm the girl, I'm the girl that you have made. Will I bloom, will I bloom, will I bloom, or will I fade? Please be proud, please be proud, please be proud. I am afraid from your arms, from your arms, from your arms I may have strayed. I'll try to master everything and capture every grace. A traveler, artist, wife, a mother, lemming in life's race. One day I will return to clear out my childhood room, and underneath my bed I'll find that long forgotten truth. I'm the girl, I'm the girl, I'm the girl that you have made. Will I bloom, will I bloom, will I bloom, or will I fade? Please be proud, please be proud, please be proud. I am afraid from your arms, from your arms, from your arms I may have strayed. I'm the girl, I'm the girl, I'm the girl that you have made. Will I bloom, will I bloom, will I bloom, or will I fade? Please be proud, please be proud, please be proud. I am afraid from your arms, from your arms, from your arms I may have strayed. Make this childish dream come true. With the work I fain to do, clothed with life the weak in death. Let me be the thing I meant. High soul, take the high road, and loose soul, take the low. And in between, on the misty flats, a rest drift to and fro. Ah, let's not for certain comfort, that is no way to teach. Stand there and hold your hands out and pray that I can reach. Thank you.
I think we have one more song for you. Yeah, one more. So this is another original. It's called A Letter from Sea, or Sea Captain. I wrote it again as a rage-filled teenager about 10 years ago, but the words still stand true, I think. Imagine me as like a sort of captain of a massive ship. It's not a pirate ship, but it's that sort of vibe. It's, again, on its way to a shanty, which, I mean, you nicked our spiel, because we're always like, we're from Birmingham, we're the landlocked girls, but you nicked that, so.
You did it so well.
Yeah, you did it better than us. So we're just having another small retune. So I'll reiterate, thank you so much for this evening. It's been completely gorgeous. What a lovely place and what a lovely event.
And it's really nice to be back in Birmingham together. Like, I've really missed it.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do a bit more playing around. So if you want to find us, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
I don't.
And almost, yeah, we've got a SoundCloud. So if you want to hear our music, we're on SoundCloud. We spent some of the last year recording a bit of a mini EP, so we're on there if you'd like to hear some more. We're very nearly ready to go. Oh, my little brother dear, oh, my little brother dear, I wish you could see me now, standing aboard the handsome prow of a gallant ship that's all my own. And in 5 days' time I'll be setting off home, and after a month I'll knock on your door. I'll tell you a tale of what I saw, and until the day when I'm home from sea, you'll be dreaming of sailing out across the sea. For to be a worthy sea captain like me, to my one true love, to my one true love, I wish you were not so far away, praying that I won't go astray. But the prettiest sirens in the sea couldn't turn my eyes away from thee. And after a month I'll be home once more. I'll hold your hand like I did before, and until the day when I'm home from sea, I'll give you a ring to remember me. For to be, at long last a marrying me, to my parents getting old, to my parents getting old, worry not about your child. The sea is calm today, the wind is mild, and when it's rough I'll think of you, with your hands to guide me steady and true. And after this year I'll be heading home, for a while at least I'll cease to roam, and until the day when you're past old age, I'll bring you home my every wage. For to be a blessing to those who made me. Dear grandfather in your grave, dear grandfather in your grave, I hope that I have made you proud of a child you once used to call a coward then, but a captain now, a ship to my name I know not how. And after 10 years of treading the seas, I know the waves as well as thee, and until I die I never shall shame the legends that uphold your name. For to be a worthy sea captain like thee. To all those who doubted me, to all those who doubted me, I pray you all get washed away. The scum of the town with the scum of the bay, and when you lie at the bottom of the sea, you'll rue the day you slighted me. And after a month in your watery grave, you'll beg the Lord your souls to save. And until the day when I'm dead and gone, I'll live with the pain of a heart been wronged. For the sea, the sea will be the killing of me.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
I just to say that it was the most beautiful end to our St. Brigid's Day. Beautiful celebration here at St. Anne's. Thanks again, please. Put our hands together, please, for the Mistakings. So gorgeous. Their homecoming gig here in Birmingham, and we're so proud to have them. It was the most beautiful thing. It's been a great pleasure to be comparing this St. Brigid's Day beautiful celebration. I'm Barbara Nice. Barbara's in Strides at Nice and the Biscuit. I'm going home on the 50 bus. But before I do that, I'd just like to say thanks very much to St. Anne's and to Jake from the Keogh Music Agency and to all the tech staff without whom we'd all be in the dark. So please say hiya to everybody around St. Brigid's Day, and let's see those daffodils growing. Round of applause for all of us, for hope for the future. Thank you, St. Brigid. Hooray! It's been gorgeous. Thank you so much. We really hope you've enjoyed it at home. Keep the burning flame of St. Brigid going.